Welcome back to the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you for our varsity matchup, first of two here on the evening on the LI Sports Network, Suffolk County High School Hockey League, along with Paul Trentini on camera. It's Sachem and West Islip set to do battle here on the North Rink tonight. These two teams on separate sides of the standings. The Lions 2-9-0. They did get a win last time out against Ward Melville back on November the 24th. It's a strong performance from Albertelli, and Carter led the way. Sapoff picked up the victory in that one, as the Lions try and string together a little bit of a win streak here. They've won two of their last four, but it's certainly a tough task ahead of them. Sachem 8-3-0 on the season. They sit in fourth. Last time out on November the 24th, 8-1 win over Kings Park Homack, and they've looked dominant as of late. Drago, 1 goal, 2 assists. Cruz, 1 goal, 2 assists in that one. Saunders, 2 goals, 1 assist. And DiGirolamo, only the 1 goal allowed. They've won 4 of their last 5. They are buzzing right now and will look to continue to do so. Take a brief timeout. When we come back, starting goalies and puck drop right here on the LI Sports Network. Back for puck drop here on the LI Sports Network. A look at our starting goalies. For Sachem, it is number 5, Michael DiGirolamo. It's his 8th start of the season. 2.47 goals against. He's 5-2 on the year. On the other side for West Islip, number 30, Colin Hovanek will get the start. 5 starts on the season coming in. Still looking for his first victory on the year, Saw DiGirolamo. I did not see Anthony Mare. It is Anthony Mare, number 34, 4th start, 5th game played, 3.13 goals against. He's 3-1-0 on the season. My apologies there. It is Mare. It is not DiGirolamo. Perhaps we'll see DiGirolamo at some point, but time will tell. Puck down, we're underway, and Saguna right out of the gates flying in. Just threw one right through the crease. West Islip in the home white, Sachem in their new yellow, can't even really call that gold, yellow, I believe, alternates read Sachem diagonally across the front of the jersey. Getting ready for the game, I looked up and was almost blinded by these new uniforms. They certainly look nice tonight, but I'm sure they prefer the outcome of the game over how they look doing it. Here's Marcus under pressure here from Thomas Albertelli, and a shot for West Islip high up in the air and into the corner. West Islip team towards the bottom of the standings here against the Sachem team currently in 4th. Pause that thought as a shot here muffles wide. Takes a stick right out of the hands of Lucas Thompson. And then Thompson going to pick up his stick on the way to the pass. Gave it up. Long shot stopped by Hovanek, and he wants the whistle. Ref imploring him to move it, but he will indeed get the whistle. Not only is Sachem 1-4 their last 5, they've looked good doing it. We mentioned that 8-1 win over KPC, who was one of the top teams just a year ago, has certainly taken a hit going into this season. Have the Knights. Backhand pass, nearly one for the highlight reel. It was a saucer, and the shot was fanned on that time by Gandolfo. Here's Kalber in the mustard yellow. He has been a star this season so far for Sachem. More on him in a moment as that shot from Langiel deflects wide. He's the points leader. Dorico is behind him with 26, but Kalber has 28, leading all of Varsity. Second in goals, 7 behind Evan Lafana, and he was looking for one there that he pulled wide. So if you're wondering, Lafada has 21. Kalber 14 goals, 14 assists already on the season. And here he is again. Winds it up, takes a shot through the slot, and he scores! Probably not exactly how he drew it up, but he and Sachem will take it. As that one handcuffed Hovanek, and it's 1-0. It'll hit off the defender's stick here. Hovanek looking for the blocker save, but it just would not settle for him. Handcuffed him a bit, slides by him. It's 1-0 Sachem. So Cameron Kalber on the board again. How can West Islip respond? Obviously, on paper, this game not in their favor, but that's why hockey's played on ice. Here's Drago back for Saunders. Centering pass, Drago had his stick lifted, and the Lions will clear the puck. Avoid an icing as well. Good play that time by Spencer Jordan. Drago gets a piece of it. Down the ice it goes, and Brenton McMahon, first one on it. Had to move it quickly. Drago stepped up. And on it again. Saucer pass in front. One-timer stopped by Hovanek. On the try from Saunders. A centering pass all the way through. Stoltenborg denied. Give away Drago. Behind for Saunders. Tried to center it. Only white jerseys there, and it will be covered. Kalber from Cruz and Langiel. Cruz picks up assist number 5 on the year. Langiel number 4. With 11:29 left here in the first period. Sachem definitely has their eye on the next one as well. The almost out of nowhere Northport Huntington team against the top seed, the Smithtown Hop-Hog Bowls, coming up next. Our final varsity game of the evening. Giveaway in neutral ice, and this is Albertelli. Quickly ahead for Nicholas Albertelli. That was Thomas that played it initially. Now it's Cruz. Gave it up behind the net. The Lions go to work. This is a Lions team, although on paper, record-wise, doesn't look great. They've had some battles, and most notably, they won't tell you that they're necessarily thinking about it a whole lot, but they did have a 1-0 lead on St. Anthony's for about half a period, which all things considered was pretty good before the Friars really turned it on and pulled away with that victory. But this is a very scrappy Lions team. Do not be fooled. Trailing 1-0 here against Sachem. 4th best team right now in varsity, and the one goal so far is certainly not one to be too upset about. But Kalber looking for another. Where is it? I believe it's in the net. Is it going to count? It is. And it's 2-0 Sachem. I have no idea who's going to get credit for this. Calber took the initial shot. With Trapani driving towards the net. May have gotten a stick on it. It was definitely touched by Jack Lamons of West Islip. And we'll see who they give the goal to. Either way, 2-0 Sachem. And Calber right smack in the middle of the play again. And they do give it to Calber from Moody and Wanling. So make that 16 on the season for number 17. Murray steers it to the corner. And once again, the Lions trying for a quick response here, unable to really get anything towards the net. And back in comes Sachem. Around the goal goes Tyler Anderson up top. Moody holds, shoots, blocked down. It hit Thomas Albertelli in front. To the line and just barely out. And back comes Thomas Albertelli. He was checked from behind by Raymond Pierce, or excuse me, that was Justin Horman. And now Moody fakes the shot. Goes down to Anderson. Tries to wrap it in front. Centers it, and it goes. And it's 3-0 Sachem. Looks like that's Justin Horman parked in front. Just able to squeeze it past Hovanek. Anderson and Moody the assists. Horman's got his 5th of the season. Back they come again. It's cleared out though. And this is an icing. West Islip looking to stop the bleeding here. Ice has certainly been tilted to start. Caden Marcus off the face-off. Scissor play with Saguna, then he drops it off to the kick play. Saguna walks in. Save made by Hovanek, who has not been able to settle in whatsoever tonight. He's been tested early and often. Backhanded out by Jamie Allen on goal to avoid the icing, and Mare will leave it for Marcus. Lorette gave it up at the line. This is Giacomo DeBetta. He gave it right back to Anderson. Now Saguna for Anderson. Knocked away by DeBetta and cleared down the ice. Mare will play it again. Drops it to Marcus. Caden Marcus for Lorette. Now Saguna. Through neutral ice, being watched the whole way by Allen. From the blue line, flips that one in over the net. Caught the stanchion and popped up in the air funny and lands at the half wall. Now it's Calber. Centering pass, tapped on goal. Say May, rebound available, and the Lions come away with it and get the clear. Here is Gandolfo ahead for Calber. Watched by Jack Fiffield. And Fiffield gets it and clears. Cruz waiting for it at the red line. Halfway through period number 1. All Sachem so far. Giveaway, and here's Allen. Couldn't get it through. Chip back out. Look out. Defense in the change here for West Islip. And Calber streaking in again to the slot. Calber, nice look. A bit too far behind the intended target, though. The intended target was Chase Gandolfo. Sachem gives up possession here. Lions look to start ahead with it. Raymond Pierce fights it through for Spencer Jordan. Puts it behind the net. Langyell, first one on it. All the way around. Calber by himself, 1-on-3. Calber Left the puck behind, stays with it though. Now has a few trailers, drops it. Cruz walking down the slot. Good block that time by Jordan. He certainly felt that one as he struggles to get back to the bench. Saunders' pass got blocked. Jordan off. And the puck came nearly to his replacement there in the form of Nicholas Albertelli. Instead, it's Drago. Right back in, snaps the shot. Hovanek gets the whistle. .6:15 left, first period of play. And Sachem looking for win number 9. A shot from Drago off the faceoff goes wide. Here's Moody left point. Stoltenborg goes down to Drago. Drago takes possession back. Goes cross ice. Return Drago. Redirection on goal. Good save. Hovanek, and he gets the whistle. Right to Drago again. Steers one to the net. Save by Hovanek. Someone's stick. That was Drago's. Went flying out to the slot. He retrieves it. West Islip looking to clear. Marcus holds it in. Skipping puck. Save made. Wrapped around by Matthew Casino. Moody, the defenseman behind the net, drops it off to Saunders. Saunders backhands one in front. What a save that time from Hovanek. His first big one of the game. Keeps the game where it's at. And now West Islip goes to work. Maury, the giveaway, and that could have been a little dangerous. Had the clean shot been taken from Albertelli, but he fanned on it. Moody on the red line, chips it past Saunders onto Drago. Moody keeps it moving. Stoltenborg, the pressure. He was the one that was stopped by Hovanek moments ago. And wrestles the puck away, goes up to Marcus. Down to Saunders, centering pass, hit a skate in front. Drago trying for the short side angle, couldn't sneak it through. Moody nearly gave it up. Poked by Thompson, he couldn't get it through though. Now Stoltenborg towards Moody, it got by him. And this is Lucas Thompson. Banks it ahead to Dylan Carter. Carter, a nice move to the circle, lost the handle. First one on it though in the corner. Carter sweeps it in front. No one home. Up top. Point shot through. Traffic. Maury the save. A couple rebounds. They score. And West Islip breaks through. It's a 2-goal game. Looks like Dylan Carter was the last to get it. Point shot from Brendan McMahon. Carter a couple whacks, able to slide it through and cut this deficit to 3-1. And the deficit would be back to 3 if not for this save moments prior on Stoltenborg by Hovanek. More positional before he even reacted. Just had the blocker in the right spot and was able to keep it out. And we're back to a 2-goal game, and here comes West Islip, but Cal Barrer steals the puck away. Trapani, numbers here. No, Thompson, a great play at the red line. Sends his teammate back in. That's Jack Lamons. Knocked off his stick and played to the corner. Lamons centers, knocked down. Puck loose at the side of the goal. Pops around the slot and just put wide by Allen. Tough angle try. Right through the crease. Thompson pinches down to the half wall. This is Allen. Gave it up to Lorette. And he'll just flip it out. Looking for Wanling. Wanling at the circle. Couldn't sneak it through Hovanek. Back and forth we go now. And it's 3-1 still in favor of Sachem as the goalies for both sides coming up big. Carter from McMahon and Lamons. for Carter's third goal of the season. He's played in all 11 coming into this one. Here's Cruz on the cutback. Cruz D to D. High shot, blocker, save. It ends up behind the net as it popped up in the air behind Hovanek. Lions just able to get it back out. Saguna. Now feathered on to Anderson. Anderson down the slot. Takes the shot, right pad save. Saguna waiting for it, throws it on goal. And a standing stop made that time. Langiel hammers the shot, redirected. The rebound was available and cleared away. But Anderson right back on it. Saguna. Return to him, another save. Puck came free, cleared to the corner. Saguna, Sachem pushing to get that goal back. But it hopped the stick of Horman. Tie up though, and good work to clear to the line and just beyond the stick of Langiel. Cruz for Matthew Langiel. Defenseman brings it in, drops it between his legs. Anderson shot greeted. A rebound try. The net looked like it popped off as getting back to his post was Hovanek to keep the puck out. And keep this game 3-1 with exactly 2 minutes left in the opening period. Calvert tries to go forward with it, but it was won back that time by Lamons. Marcus at the line, puts it in deep. Getting to it here is Pierce, goes around. This is DeBetta. Centering pass, tied up in skates. Lamons retrieves it. Lamons just onside, gave the puck up to Moody. Moody around for Gillick, up by him. And the West Islip Lions hold the zone. Now Gillen again, has more time, banks it just out of the reach of Calber. Now Pierce, all the way around. Moody steps up to hold it in. Takes it down to the half wall, double teamed. Comes back towards the line, Marcus throws it wide. Skipping puck, comes all the way through for Calber at the line, forced back out to center. Cameron Calber, the captain, right back in, nice move. Calber scores! And that's a hat trick for Cam Calber. His 17th of the season. What a goal. Not sure if he would have had enough room there and still able to stuff it past Hovanek. Sachem gets that goal back. It's now 4-1 once again. And they're coming, looking for more here. Now the Lions starting the pressure. Shot blocked down. Good response shift here for the Lions in the final seconds of the period. Swept in front and they get it right back. In the dying seconds of the first, teams trading goals. It's a 4-2 game with 15 seconds to play. This one just sneaks under the pad of Mare. What do these final seconds have for us here? That's Jamie Allen who got the last touch. Carter with 2 points. He gets the primary assist. DeBetta gets assist number 2. That'll cut the deficit in half. Right back in comes Sachem though. 5 to go. Cruz up top. Holds for the last shot. Blocked down. Breaks a stick. Another try. Left pad save. And one more at the horn for Hovanek. And West Islip survives the final seconds. 2 massive stops here for Colin Hovanek. Right at the horn. Sachem dominating early, West Islip keeping it relatively close. 4-2 after 1. We'll be back for the second here on LI Sports Network. Back for the second period here on LI Sports Network. And if you're just joining us, you missed a lot here. Sachem leading West Islip 4-2. After 1 period of play with Paul Trentini on the camera, I'm Brady Campbell. Cameron Calber already has a hat trick. Although the Lions keeping things close with the 8-3 Sachem team. West Islip just 2-9 on the year. Trying to pull off an upset. They'll have to do it in comeback fashion here tonight. Second period, though, just underway. We'll see what it entails. Langell Wanling to the line, held in. So the Lions try to go back to work, but Langell, good work there to clear the zone. Stretch pass ahead. Albertelli on to Thompson, who gets it in deep. Thompson towards the goal, saved by Mare. Pass down low, Nicholas Albertelli return feed to a vacant right point, no one home. Now it's McMahon. Stretch pass to Albertelli. Down the ice from the wrong side of center, it's an icing. Justin Horman with the other goal for Sachem. Carter and Allen with the goals for West Islip. Pass goes to the line. Shot from the point. Hovanek has it. Didn't see it, and then he wasn't sure if he had it, and that almost created more chaos than it had to for his case. Gets the whistle. We'll do it again to the right of his crease. Tie up. Digging it free here. Skating it ahead is Fiffield. Couldn't quite get it out, though, and Anderson goes in after it. Check to the boards by Fiffield as he recovers. Orman puts a shoulder into him. Puck bouncing around behind the net. Digging it free to Betta. Trying to get it out. Anderson held it in for a moment. And here's Fiffield, 2-on-2 up the ice. Fiffield, long shot, glove save, Mare. And he'll get the whistle. Calbert to take the draw here against Lamons. And tied up and to the corner goes Marcus up the wall. Holding it at the line was Pierce, but Fandon, now it springs Kalber. A breakaway. Cam Kalber has his fourth. What a start tonight for number 17, and Sachem restores their 3-goal lead. Speed kills, and Hovanek just overplays that one slightly. A wide open net that time for Cam Kalber. And right back in, Sachem again. Centering pass, knocked away, backhanded back out to center. And back in now comes West Islip, looking for that response again. They may have given up one too many here, as they can't quite pull back within the goal. Back in comes Christian Pena. Taken away and cleared back out. Mare will play it. This is Lorette. Look out, nearly had it taken away on the forecheck from Jordan. And then that puck knocked down by Thompson. Thompson gave it down to Grande. Stripped by Saunders. Saucers one out for Drago. Drago one-on-one down the wing. Tries to center it, ended up on goal, and the rebound chipped wide by Saunders. And that ended up nearly going the other way for a breakaway. Instead, Saunders hit the post from the circle. Sachem buzzing again. Deflects out to Pena. Steps to the circle. Up to Lorette. Tyler Lorette shot blocked down by Lamons. And cleared back out. Period of a long change here, and West Islip will sneak two off the ice as Drago comes back in. It's also passed towards the front. Saunders tries to jam it. Could not get it to go. Off the bench though, Langiel towards the slot. Had it knocked away, and this is Albertelli. Gave it up to Cruz. Cruz cruising. What a pass! And somehow that one stayed out. Not sure if Hovanek got a piece of that as he dove across. How about the vision here as we'll look at it again from Roman Cruz. A long backhand pass down low, and I'm going to give Hovanek the benefit of the doubt. I think he actually did save it. Huge stop nonetheless to keep this a 5-2 game. So Lions start ahead, bank down the ice. Mare moves it towards Cruz, but it's taken by the Lions, deflected towards the front. Trapani couldn't quite clear it. Casino held it in for a moment. Look out here. Kalber 3-on-1 with Trapani and Wanling. Kalber, Wanling scores. The unselfish play that time from Kalber works out like a charm. It's 6-2 Sachem. They go up by 4. Just the patience there as Wanling able to work his way in front and jam it past Hovanek. That's his 4th on the season. Just under 10 minutes left here in period number 2. Reminder coming up next, Smithtown Hauppauge and Northport Huntington as the Tigers. Probably the surprise team of the year so far. Anderson Right back in, shoots miss high. The Bulls are certainly not. That shot missed wide. Here's Pierce. Casino up the boards. Moody held it in. Flip back out by Lamons. Moody waits for Horman to touch up and brings it right back in. Throws it down to the corner. This is Horman. Kept it in for a moment. Look out here, though. Lamons the steal. He'll just gain the zone. Flip it in on goal. Albertelli kept it alive for a moment. Now Moody starts ahead on for Anderson. Tyler Anderson separated from the puck. Now it's Moody. Trying to return it to him. Pass got muffled. He stays with it, though. Now Saguna to the circle. Takes the shot. That may have hit the mask of Hovanek. It certainly caught him up high. Saguna banks it out to Moody. John Moody curls back towards Saguna. He's got to move it quickly as he draws the double team. Anderson saucers that one across to Kalber. Marcus for Kalber at the half wall. Takes the shot, did not miss by much. Moody saucers it all the way across, but it was knocked down. Good read that time by Allen. And West Islip starts back out. Long shot. Mare made the save. It almost looked like it was going to sneak right by him. Kept it in front of him, though, and keeps play moving here for Sachem. Saguna towards Kalber. Knocked away. Stepping up at the line was Thompson. DeBetta puts it into the corner halfway through this one. Sachem with a steady lead, although a giveaway here, and back in comes West Islip. He'll come in on goal where it's covered by Mare. Let West Islip back into the hockey game a little bit, but they've certainly restored a big lead here in period number 2. Kalber and DeBetta to do the honors at the Don, and Kalber wins it back all the way around towards Gillen. Stepping up to hold it in that time was McMahon. Now a point shot, blocker save Mare. Puck up in the air and swatted back out by Lorette. Next play by West Islip, and we play on. Clearing attempt hit Jason Gillen. And Thompson gave it away. Kalber in the slot. Kalber takes it wide, centers it, and scores! 7-2 Sachem. Looks like another for Cameron Kalber. Hovanek just loses his positioning there. And I believe that pass actually hit his stick and sneaks through a 5-hole and chalk up another one for number 17. Back in comes Sachem looking for more and diving to keep that one away that time was Hovanek, and now a chance the other way. Mare swallows it up and will keep play moving. On the partial breakaway shot from Jonathan Grande. Now Gillen back in. Saucers a pass across. Kalber returned it and saving the goal for a moment before Pena scores. Christian Pena gets one just seconds after Kalber was robbed of his 6. What a stop that was. Unfortunately, it was given right back to Pena for West Islip, and he's able to bury it. That was McMahon with the save and the giveaway. So 8-2 here with 6 minutes left in period number 2. We got a stoppage here for offside. Sachem gotta be feeling good about themselves now here. Still a lot of hockey to be played, but they have opened up the lead they were hoping to. Drago down the boards, intercepted and cleared back out. Here's Langell. Stoltenborg rescues that one and leaves it for Cruz. Cruz right down the slot, knocked away at the last moment by Pierce. 5 minutes left here in the second. Drago with the steal. And once again, it's Pierce all the way around. Langell holds it in. Couple players tangled up there at the side of the net. We get a whistle. Do we have any penalties coming of this? I don't believe so, or perhaps we do. Almost looked like the equipment got tangled there. And indeed, Saunders is going. And I believe, yep, one of the West Islip players as well in the form of Casino. And I believe we're going to stay 5-on-5 here. Coincidental minors. So after all that, even strength hockey, and Trapani controls the offensive zone faceoff. Backhands one through. It was Red that time, and the potential, oh, what a play, gloving it behind his own back to try and rush ahead was DeBetta. One of those blink and you'll miss it moments. Didn't amount to much, though, as the shot goes wide that time from Allen. Rather, Albertelli. Albertelli, good work there, and then centers. Knocked away, though. Trapani couldn't get it through Pierce. Banked around for Marcus, who clears the zone. Laid offside here against West Islip. And Trapani right back in. Trapani, nice move. Then lost the handle. So it ends up behind the goal. Eye off the glass. Marcus left point. Shot blocked down in front as it hit Thompson. And Thompson will steer it back out. Here's Trapani back in. Trapani lost the handle. Saguna all the way around, just like that, by the way. Cameron Calber is just 2 goals behind Evan LaFada for the varsity division lead. Moody back in. It was nearly 1, if not for that goal line save. Saguna. Good little give and go there, and Saguna pulls it wide. This is Moody at the line. Wrestled off the puck by Pierce. Pierce couldn't clear. Trapani down low, flips it through the crease and shot off the apron and steered back out. Mare will play it with 2.5 left. 2 assists for Cameron Kalber as well, as he and Drago got the assists on the goal for Pena, which not sure if technically there should have been assists on that goal, but scorer's table gives them the benefit of the doubt. The assist seemed more from McMahon than anyone, as back in comes West Islip. Pass out of the reach of Lamons. Throws it off the outside of the goal. Knocked away by Anderson. 100 seconds left in the period, and here comes Tyler Anderson. Drops it Saguna. Anderson in front, just out of the reach of Horman, as Hovanek was scrambling in his crease. Saguna towards the net, but didn't get very far as it was blocked down and swept out by Thompson. Thompson checking Saguna. And this is Anderson. Knocked in on goal. Morey stops it on the try from Carter. 60 seconds left here in period number 2. Orman. Watch that time by Jordan. Anderson hustling after it, and it comes free to Spencer Jordan. Pena held it in. Second try, though, unable to clear it again, and that try coming from McMahon. This one just fired down the ice. No, it hit the linesman. Worked out for Pena as he chips it on for Horman. Shoots, hit the post. That close to a 7-goal lead as it's cleared back out. And it would have been Horman's second of the game. Pena harassed a steal. Chance for West Islip. Trying to go between the legs was Grande. Couldn't get the shot away. One last rush here for Sachem. Gillen. Fanned on the pass. Throws one on goal. It may have deflected. Good save that time. Hovanek. Rap try stopped as well. And that'll end period number 2. Sachem starting to pull away here, trying to lock it down. 15 minutes to go. We'll be back for the third period momentarily here on the LI Sports Network. Third period set to go here on the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you alongside Paul Trentini. As the puck is down on period number 3, it's an 8-2 lead for Sachem over West Islip. And they're looking for more. Centering pass. Stoltenborg couldn't get it to go. There's a 4-2 lead for Sachem after 1 as West Islip was keeping things tight. 4 unanswered in that second has Sachem in prime position to walk away with another victory as it's covered by Colin Hovanek. Penalties against Casino and Saunders were holding for the former and roughing for the latter. Langiel from the blue line puts it down for Drago. Shot deflects a couple times and ends up behind the net. Stoltenborg up top for Roman Cruz. Steps and shoots and missed. Langiel holds it in. Cleared right back out, and a potential rush up the ice here, but Cruz and Langiel close ground quickly that time on Thomas Albertelli. Flipped out, and here's Raymond Pierce. Oh, and by the way, if you're just joining us, Cameron Kalber has 5 goals and 2 assists tonight. It was inches from a 6th goal as well that was stopped on the line. And then Christian Pena got a takeaway seconds later and buried it. Which now puts Kalber just 2 goals behind Evan Lafada for the varsity division lead. And further cements his point lead as Marcus off the draw was stopped, and covering is Hovanek. It's also a battle of 2 teams. Look at other stats as well. West Islip minus 63 goal differential. Sachem plus 54 goal differential coming into this one. Cleared out by West Islip. Marcus will play for Trapani. And William Trapani takes it wide. Centers it. Kalber couldn't settle it. On it now, though. Centers it towards Wanling. Gets the shot away. Save made by Hovanek. He didn't know where it was. Ended up behind the net. Wanling right through the crease. Kalber was driving. It got all the way through. Moody shot knocked down. And John Moody. Ahead for Kalber. Streaking in, down the slot. Holds in the circle, and getting a piece of it was Hovanek. Wanling went down awkwardly. He's a little slow to get up. Kalber hustles to the bench as well as Moody got the steal. Wanling skating back towards the bench, and now Moody knocked to the ice. Gandolfo steps up to keep it in deep. Centering pass comes all the way out to Marcus. Looking for a deflection and ends up wide. And now Saguna from a tough angle. Centers, no one home in a mustard yellow uniform. And it's cleared out towards Jamie Allen, but taken right back by Saguna, who steps and shoots. And his shot deflected by Pierce up and into the netting. .12:05 remaining, 3rd period of play. Saw a similar game in our freshman matchup between Southampton and Northport Huntington. That game was actually scoreless at the end of the first. And then Southampton went on a 7-0 scoring run in the second to pull away and end up winning that game. This one, the second of 3, first of 2 varsity. Coming up next, Northport Huntington and Smithtown Hauppauge. Chance here from Lamon, stopped and look out, it ends up in the net. And I believe that's an own goal for Sachem, and will go down as Gino for Lamons, makes it 8-3. And Sachem certainly thankful the score is what it is. As just some miscommunication that time, it looks like, between Mare and Pena on that rebound. And Lamon says thank you very much, and it's back to a 5-goal game. West Islip, see if they could get any momentum out of that and try to stage a miracle here in the third. They get the steal. Taken right back, though. The puck slides through the crease. Great recovery that time, and the shot in the body in front. Cruz made a big play to take the puck off of the stick of Jonathan Grande, who's had a few good looks in tonight's game. Pass towards the front, goes all the way through to Calber. Calber centers the one-timer fan down by Gillen. Here's Cruz. Turns wide. Cruz down the slot. Fires one wide. And then pumped out towards the front. Intercepted by McMahon. McMahon stretches one out. Stick lifted, no icing. And here's Mare for Cruz. Saucers run across it, hit the skate of Gillen. Look out here, but a great stick lift that time on Albertelli. And he sends Calber off and running. Tried to center, great sliding block with the stick that time by Raymond Pierce. Here's Marcus, steps into a shot. Save made by Hovanek. .10:02 left here in this one. And Sachem controls the face-off. Marcus at the line, towards the goal and wide. Intercepted by Saunders. Saunders working in, tried to center towards Drago. Pierce stumbling down. Glove down by Stoltenborg. He couldn't get a stick on it. Goes towards the point, but it hit the skate that time of Albertelli, and he clears. And then now Nicholas Albertelli back in, just steers that one on goal. Mare will cover. Bouncing puck. All right, off the face-off. Knocked down. Potential chance here on the backhand, steered wide. Played back out towards the front. Saunders intercepts. To the line. Held in. And this is Albertelli trying to center. Intercepted by Moody. Another takeaway. Pope towards the front. Mare had to make a stop on it. Swept out with one hand that time by Stoltenberg on to Drago. Drago curls back, delivers a pass to Moody. High shot, doesn't go. May have called a piece of the bar. This is Drago for Moody. Moody curls back. Drago fires through traffic, got through, save made, and the rebound put wide. Another try goes. It was banked in from behind the net. And another one for Sachem. I believe this is Chase Saunders here, with Hovanek scrambling, that was able to bank it in. Calber wins the ensuing faceoff. Been a quiet period for Cameron Calber. Not that he's had to do a whole lot with his team up by 6. Here's Lorette. All the way around towards Pena. Calber does good work there with the stick lift. Now works his way back in. He was thwarted at the line that time from Thompson. And it comes back out towards Allen, who gains the red line and backhands it deep. This is Lorette. Up the boards past Calber, but back out. McMahon draws a couple goal jerseys, and Trapani took the puck away. Trapani back in. Nice move, William Trapani, just out of the reach of Gandolfo. As a righty, it handcuffed him a bit. Halfway through this third period. And Sachem seemingly in cruise control now. DeBetta trying to change that just a bit, but his shot was blocked. Up the boards it comes, chipped out by Calburn. He's got another chance, trying to turn it into a breakaway. Looks over his shoulder, takes it himself. Ran out of room, and Hovanek wouldn't let him get a shot away. And then this puck just fired down on goal. Mare will stop it. And 4 of 5 will get off the ice for West Islip. Pretty slow developing change, though, and back in Calburn. Knocked off his stick. Trapani followed it up, and his shot was blocked. Pena held it in. Now it's cleared out for Grande. Just steers it down low. Langell hammers it ahead for Trapani. Stretch pass. Anderson settled it. Can he reach it? Stepping up. Keep the puck away that time was Pierce. Then Pierce fell down, and a chance for Cruz. He'll take it behind the net. Centers it. Horman fired it wide. Pierce, stick lifted again by Cruz. Pierce recovers, though. It's fired around, and we get a whistle. Looks like the net may have come off its moorings, and that does appear to be the reason for the stoppage. Face off one to Pierce. Goes up the middle, glove down by Grande. Couldn't reach it as Cruz beat him to it. Backhand pass makes its way onto the stick of Horman, who works back in towards Saguna. The pass was behind him. And the West Islip Lions look to clear. And it's the Lamans who got credit for the last Lions goal. Wraps it in deep. Goal assisted by McMahon and Grande, although once again, not sure if there should be assists on that one either. Anderson, blocker save, rebound, Anderson. Couldn't get it to go. Hovanek kicked it out. Another try, he made the save. One thing about Colin Hovanek, the score certainly does not matter. Watch this sequence again. One save, rebound on Anderson, falls back, actually kicks it all the way out to Moody. And then from his side, able to knock it down with the glove. Great effort that time from Hovanek. As he's battling to that final horn, West Islip clears. Gillen. Calberer. Backhands one towards the front. Slides all the way through. Under 5 minutes left. Marcus to Moody. Shoots. May have been deflected. Save made. Pierce looking to clear. Could not. And Jack Lamans. Stretch pass knocked down by Marcus. Now Gillen banks it out for Cameron Calber. Had to deal with the skates of the ref. The linesman was also nearby, but now Calber starts up ice. Calber down low, centers in. It's in the crease and cleared away. Hand pass here against Sachem. Face-off controlled by Sachem and down the ice. And here's Drago. To the point, Pena recently on the ice. Couldn't reach it. D to D for Lorette. Back for Pena onto Stoltenborg. Pena follows it up. Moves it on to the tape of Saunders back in. Chase Saunders to the backhand. Centers it. Drago lets one fly. Save made. Stoltenborg leaves it for Saunders, who is denied as well. All the way around Pena. D to D. Tyler Lorette. Snapshot. Fluttered in. One save, but the rebound. Tapped home by Saunders. His second of the game. And Sachem cracks double digits here tonight. Just a fluttering puck that got through. Saunders right there for the rebound. Now it's Gandolfo back in. Gandolfo fanned on the shot. Couldn't get it through. Chipped ahead, backhanded out. Look out here. Potential breakaway. Albertelli right pad save Mare. And the rebound swept aside. Kalber gonna have a breakaway of his own. Kalber stopped. Delayed penalty, throws it towards the front. Ovanek still battling, kept the puck out. Not quite sure who was on the back check there, but practically threw his stick at Kalber trying to catch him. And he'll go to the box. Took a swipe at him and lost his stick in the process. Long discussion here, and they're going to award him a penalty shot. Seemingly the right call. And I think Kalber, who had the breakaway, I think Sachem gets a choice here, and looks like they'll elect for a different shooter in the form of Andrew Gandolfo, who will get a chance. With just 2:46 to play. So it will be number 68, Gandolfo, here on the penalty shot, moving in on Hovanek. Gandolfo, forehand, just missed it. Hovanek may have gotten a piece. Gandolfo came in slowly. Little head fake. Hovanek stays with him pretty well. Looks like he just ran out of an angle to get that one by him and into the goal. So West Islip survives that sequence with 2:46 to play. Sachem back to work offensively. Up top, Marcus shot, save made, rebound, only white jerseys there to head up ice with it. And it's Albertelli. Flips it ahead, glove down by Marcus, and Caden Marcus goes around towards Moody and out. Saguna gets to it in the corner, tries to chop it towards the net to no avail. Take away, and the shot from Horman was stopped by Hovanek. Still battling to the final horn as Albertelli clears it out, and Moody starts back in for Sachem. Moody takes it wide, tries to flip it through. Hovanek another save. Albertelli looking to clear as it taken away by Anderson. Centers it, one-timer, another save for Hovanek, and he dives on it. Well, he's certainly racking up the highlight reel here in this third period. Definitely going to find himself on last night's best at least once. It's another nice save in the slot that time. Another tie up here at the half wall, and it swept right through the slot. Gandolfo towards the front. Gillen couldn't quite find it. Pena down to the corner. Centering pass out of the reach of Gandolfo and backhanded back out by Grande. Gandolfo back in. Had it knocked away that time. Attempting to clear it was Casino, could not, just fired down the ice. Bouncing puck here on goal, stopped by Mare with 1 minute to play. Sachem will take their victory on to December 10th, 7:50 puck drop against Middle Country. West Islip will drop to 2-10. They play next on the 8th, 8:10 p.m. against Kings Park Comac, as another save by Mare on the backhand try from Grande. One more save, and they'll keep play moving here in the final half minute. Sachem will improve to 9-3-0 and pick up points 17 and 18. And move right behind St. Anthony's and not far behind Smithtown Hauppauge and East Islip. The Bulls will be in action next. One last try here for Pierce in the dying seconds. Knocked off his stick, and that'll do it. Sachem pulls away with a 10-3 victory here tonight. And they've now won 5 of 6 and are right back in the thick of the top of the varsity standings with a win tonight over West Islip. Lions battle, especially Colin Hovanek. Great performance, all things considered. Kept things close early, but Sachem rides the momentum of a strong second period to victory. And they'll look to keep that rolling against Middle Country in about a week's time. That'll do it for our coverage, though, of this one. Coming up next, more varsity, the Tigers and the Bulls. Northport Huntington versus Smithtown Hauppauge. I'll do it for our coverage of this one. For Paul Trentini on camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, Sachem 10 and the West Islip Lions 3. You've been tuned into the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network.